guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jen, and today I am going to share with you all of my January favorites. I wasn't sure that I was going to continue sharing monthly favorites with you guys for 2021, but then there were so many things that I loved throughout the month of January that I decided I'm totally going to do it so long as I have things to share. So if I skip a month, it's just because I'm not going to like dream up things to share with you guys. I have to legit really be enjoying certain products to share them with you, which makes sense, right? So today I am going to be sharing some beauty products, some of my favorite entertainment, which would be like YouTube that I'm watching right now, or Netflix shows or movies, things like that. Some great treats that I had this month, and some of my favorite books, lots of stuff. So let's get started. I'll start off with a couple of beauty products that I have really been enjoying. Sorry if I'm losing my voice. I was paying bills this morning and I was doing a Disney sing-along. It's on Pandora. I think it's called The Happiest Tunes on Earth is the playlist. And I was singing Disney songs so loud for like the last 45 minutes. So that wasn't a smart thing to do right before recording. Anyway, I found this face lotion, which my skin is so dry this time of year, and I've never used this before. It was on sale for $11, which I think was like half price at the time. And it's called Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. And this is by First Aid Beauty. And I am really liking it. I'm using it twice a day, morning and night, and I actually stopped using eye cream because I'm just using this. So I'm putting this like all over my entire face, and it's been working really well. And plus it is really good for sensitive skin, because I've noticed lately that face moisturizer and especially eye cream has been like kind of burning my face. And sorry, that's our ring. Do you guys have a ring? I think everyone has one of those right now. It's like a doorbell, and it sees everything on the front of your house. You're like all the way out to the street. It sees our front porch and our stairs and the street, but every time somebody comes up, the ring goes off, which is annoying. And so anyway, this has been really gentle on my skin. And like I was saying, especially when I'm using eye cream, I find it to be very burny, and this does not burn underneath my eyes or even on my eyelids, which is why I started using this instead of the eye cream that I was using. So this is working out really well for me. The only thing that I don't like about it is it does not have, I do not think it has any type of sunscreen. So that's something that I usually do, especially in the warmer months. So if this brand does have something like that, I probably will change it up as we get into the spring and summer months, because I always like to have sunscreen, moisturizer on my face. I don't like to like double layer things, so I will always find a face cream that has sunscreen already in it in the summer months. Another beauty product that I am loving, and I think is perfect for the month of February now, is this rose hand cream. This is by Bath and Body Works. I really like, I think it's called Rose Water and Ivy. And they did not have any of that left when I went to Bath and Body Works, but they had the rose. So I decided I'll give it a try, because I do love rose scented things. I have a rose scented perfume that I use often, and I just love it. So I really not only love the fragrance of this, it is the 24-hour moisture ultra shea body cream. I don't use this on my entire body because I don't like to use perfumed lotions in general, and I find it to be overbearing. But for a hand cream occasionally, this is a really nice pick-me-up, because I do love the fragrance of it, and it is very moisturizing, and the packaging is just beautiful. So pretty. It would be nice to give somebody maybe a gift set for Valentine's Day of this particular scent, because the packaging is so beautiful. And I just think to have like the body wash and the lotion and maybe the body spray or even a candle to go along with it would be a really nice Valentine's Day gift. Okay, I have to talk about this hoodie fleece that I got. I actually received this for Christmas, and it is so warm and cozy and just comforting to wear. It's from American Eagle, and it has this embroidered Mickey on it. Really nicely done. And it also has a hood. I feel like this would have been so cute if they put Mickey ears on the hood. It might be a little odd for an adult shirt, but I also think it would be so cute. And if I were going to Disney anytime soon in the colder months, I totally would rock a hoodie with Mickey ears. And I've just been wearing this so much. It's so warm and cozy. I probably should see if they have more in their store in different colors because I really, really love it, especially spending so much time at home, and our house tends to be extraordinarily cold this time of year. And this is in a size small, I believe, and it does feel like pretty oversized. So I really, really have been enjoying this hoodie. All right, I don't watch a lot of TV at all. Usually the only thing I ever watch at bedtime is YouTube videos. I usually read for like an hour and then I'll watch videos for a half an hour or so and then I go to bed. So I recently found, and I'm sure all of you have probably seen it, the new Netflix series Bridgerton is so good, so good. But I do have to say, it's a little much with the sexual content in this show. I feel like whenever I'm watching it, I have to like sneak away and make sure nobody can see my laptop, like I'm doing something wrong, because some of the scenes are really steamy and really, really inappropriate. Like, you are not going to watch this with your kids or with anyone for that matter. Like, I need to watch it by myself because it's really uncomfortable to watch it with other people. But it's really such a great show, such an amazing love story. Love the costumes. I have not had a show that I have enjoyed watching ever since both Downton Abbey and Poldark. Those were the last series that I was really able to get into, and I'm absolutely loving this one. So I think, especially if you like romance and you like period dramas or anything historical, you're just going to be completely captivated by the cast and the wardrobe and the scenery, and the acting is phenomenal. Really, really a great series to get into right now. Also, I have found a YouTube channel that is so calming and relaxing to watch. It is Miranda Mills, and she talks about books. So she's a booktuber. If you're not really into hearing about books, you might not be into it at all, but I find it to be so relaxing to watch at bedtime, especially. Her voice is just so calming. She's British, and she takes you on bookstore tours sometimes in England, which I love. And she shares a lot of videos with her mom, and they do book reviews and baking, and she lives like in this quaint countryside cottage, it appears to be, and it's just really nice to watch. So I've been enjoying her content lately. I highly recommend it if you are trying to read more, or maybe just want to know more about books in general. She describes the books so well that it gives me a really good idea of what I would like to read next. So since we're on that topic, I'm just going to tell you a couple of my favorite books. I've been reading at least a book a week lately, which is off to a good start for January. So I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I'll discuss with you guys two of my favorites. One book that I actually just finished yesterday is Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Her older books are so different than her newer books, if you're familiar with her writing, but they're wonderful. This was so entertaining. So basically what this story is about is this young woman, and she makes a decision, and the whole story is based on this decision, like if she did it or if she didn't do it. So it has to do with a guy, and the decision is, and I'll just tell you guys because it's like how the book starts basically. She comes back to her hometown and she meets up with her high school sweetheart, and one night he asks her to go home with him, or to like stay with him at some place that they're at. So the decision is she going to stay with him, or is she going to just leave and go home? And based on that decision, she has two completely different lives, and every chapter goes back and forth between the life that she would have had if she left with him that night, or stayed with him that night, or whatever it was, and then the other storyline is if she left. So so different. It just goes to show you how much your life can change based on one very simple decision. Like your whole world could change on the account of one small decision made, and that's like every day of your life, right? You just don't realize sometimes the littlest things have the greatest impact, and that's what this book is about. But also, she has a best friend that she shares an apartment with, or she shares a house with actually, and their banter back and forth is hysterical. The commentary in this book is so laugh out loud funny. So if you need a pick-me-up and you need to have a good laugh, the characters in here are really, really fun. Okay, and the other book is probably my favorite book possibly of all time. Right up there with The Great Gatsby, which is my favorite book of all time. But this is Time and Again by Jack Finney. Wow. If you need to escape the real world right now and you want to take a trip back in time to the 1800s, if you're into that kind of thing, I love time travel story. And this one was so well done that I actually believe I could get myself to go back in time. If I do the things in this book that were done to make your mind and your body be able to go back into a whole nother century, I think I could do it, because this makes it seem so believable. And what is so fascinating about it as well is when the character goes back in time, he takes photographs and shares them in the book. So whatever it is that he's talking about at the time, there are references of it in the book, which makes you that much more immersed in the story. And he even has pictures of some of the people that he meets along the way. And you can tell these are like actually real, photographs that were taken. So, and you can tell that these are actually real people, and he just really absolutely brings this story to life. I'm definitely going to read this book again. This was so, so good. I know he has another book that comes after this one that is called From Time to Time, and I think that takes place on the Titanic, which is totally my jam. I love everything that has to do with the Titanic, but it didn't have the best reviews, so I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go ahead and invest in that book, but we shall see. I loved this. Definitely recommend it if you're looking for a great escape. Okay, I have some kitchen items that I have really been enjoying lately, and one is something I've had for a long time, so I wonder if I've ever mentioned it before. I might have, but it's been a long time. That is my Mickey waffle iron. I got this as a Christmas gift, I don't even know, 5 or more years ago, and it makes one big Mickey waffle. So when I am missing Disney, which is most days, I like to make Mickey waffles. It's so easy to use. It cooks through so well, and it's just fun to make Mickey waffles. So I've been enjoying this, especially in the winter months. When it's cold, I like to eat waffles with a lot of syrup. Okay, something else that I have really been enjoying in the kitchen are these new pans. These are by Califon, and I have not had a pan that I liked in the longest time. We have pans that are not non-stick, so I just cannot figure out a way to make them work. If it's not a specific non-stick pan, it's like you have to have the perfect temperature and you have to butter it or grease it at exactly the appropriate time, or it burns and everything sticks, and I have hated it since day one. My husband figured out the knack and how to do it, and he's been using it, so I haven't gotten rid of them, but I don't like them, I don't cook on them, and I rarely ever cook on a pan for that specific reason. So after Christmas on clearance, I got these from Kohl's, and they're by Califon. They're dishwasher safe, and they're non-stick, but also they are like non-scratchable. So a lot of non-stick pans, like I know the Tefal ones that I had in the past, you cannot use a metal spatula on it because it will scratch it. And this is not like that. You can use metal to metal here and it does not scratch it, which is wonderful. And I love that it is dishwasher safe. So I did get two. So I have like a medium size one, and I also have this larger size pan, and I'm really enjoying them. They don't stick. They clean so easily. I don't need to scrub it or use Brillo on it or any of those things. Everything just wipes right off so easily. And you know, when you've been using a really crappy pan for a long time, things like this make you really happy. Okay, the next item I want to share with you is a candle that is burning right next to me, so I'm going to carefully get it to show it to you. Right, this is by Wishes Candle Co., and the scent is the Yacht and Beach Club, which is our DVC home resort and where we stay typically when we go to Disney. And it smells exactly like the lobby. And let me just show you the inside if I can. It is like sparkly inside. Can you imagine a candle that has sparkle inside? But even more exciting than the sparkle is once I melt this down well enough, there's a Disney pin in here. So I cannot wait to see what the pin is. Sorry, the sun is coming in and out, and I have like a huge window in front of me, and I just saw my face go white, like white as a ghost. So sorry about that. But yeah, I am really excited to see what the pin is, and I want to try more of their candles. I have to say the smell is not overpowering. I usually get my Disney scented candles from Columbia Fragrance Co., and their candles do have a much better throw. The scent is just a lot stronger, but since I usually burn these candles in my small office space, that can be overwhelming sometimes, but if I were to put it in a larger room, it would be just perfect. So I think this, for the space that I'm in, is working out perfectly, because I do tend to get headaches if something is really strongly scented. So I love it. I'm so excited to see what the pin is, and it's just a lot of fun. Now that we are getting closer to possibly being able to travel a lot more safely, I'm getting so geared up and so excited to go back to Disney, and bringing the scents and the sounds and just like some Disney atmosphere into my office makes me so happy, and it just helps me to get more excited for my trips. So that has definitely been a favorite this month as well. Okay, so I want to end this video by doing something new, which is talking about some of my favorite memories of the month. So of course, it's hard, like I said, to go out and about and do things, but this month we have very creatively found some ways to take some fun day trips and keep our families safe. So a couple of the fun things that we were able to do this month is we went to our lake house a couple of times, and just having a fire going and being able to take walks around the lake and just playing games with the family and cooking together and watching movies was something really fun that we were able to enjoy in this very gray and dismal month. And something else that was so much fun was touring bookstores, because I went to 3, but only 2 were actually open, and there were very minimal people in the store. I'm talking like maybe 2 to 4 people, but not even all at the same time, spaced far apart. And it was one of the things I really most missed about shopping during COVID, was being able to browse around a bookstore. So that is something that really brought me joy this month. It was so nice to be able to take my time and look at books and just be like immersed in that very, what I find, comforting atmosphere. And then the last thing that we did in the month of January that I thought was super fun was we took a day trip to the seashore, and we specifically went to see the house that we're renting this summer with our family, which is on the bay this year rather than closer to the ocean. Usually we're like a block from the ocean, but this year we're on the bay, so we're going to be able to bring our pontoon boat and stuff, so it's going to be a lot of fun. The house was gorgeous, and spending the day at the ocean was so nice. Even though it was cold, we were able to take a walk on the boardwalk and go into the candy shop. there was no one in. Go get a slice of pizza, there was no one there but our family. And I also purchased fudge, and I was alone in the store. So everything just worked out perfectly for me. I was able to have a full day at the Jersey Shore and came in contact with no one. So some amazing things that we were able to do to just bring a little bit of fun into our very, what may seem most days, dull lives. So that worked out really well. And I can't get through this video without mentioning the biggest thing that happened to our family in the month of January was the passing of our beautiful cat, Princess, who I love so much. We had her for 14 years, and she is so very missed. So, you know, that was really hard for us. So anyway, love her and miss her, and it's very sad. So that was the sad thing that happened. I'm probably not going to share sadness every month, but this was kind of a really big thing that happened to our family. So I just wanted to recognize that. I almost forgot my favorite treats. Oh my gosh. Okay. See, it's a good thing I didn't abruptly end there. My favorite treats this month were the heart-shaped Valentine cookies that we made. I shared a vlog of it, so I'll leave it above. You can check out the video, and in the description, I typed up the recipe for the cookies. They came out so good, and I froze a whole bunch to be able to share with my family on Valentine's Day, so that worked out perfectly. And then the fudge that I got on the boardwalk, oh my gosh, I believe the name of the fudge shop is Van Houten's Fudge. If that's incorrect, I'll believe the name of the fudge shop that I go to all of the time when I am at the Jersey Shore. I got 2 blocks. I had a peanut butter square and I had a milk chocolate square. I ate all of it within 2 days' time. I didn't share any of it really. I let Emily have like a little tiny taste, but that was it. I ate the whole thing. It was so incredibly good, and I feel the need to get more, honestly. Those were the best treats, but I have to say, you guys totally should try to make those heart-shaped cookies if you have time, because they're delicious and they are definitely a fun thing to make for Valentine's Day. You can even let the icing set and get nice and hard, and then you can like put them in a clear bag and tie it with a pretty bow and give it as a gift. So just something fun to do for the upcoming holiday. It's nice to have fun things to look forward to, especially now. Alrighty, so that is officially, for real, the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all real soon. Take care. Bye.